Hello and welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing a you and them reading. These are collective readings. They are not sign specific readings, so if the title resonates, the reading may resonate with you. Also, be sure to check out my other channel, Mystical Phoenix Tarot. The link is in the description if you'd like to check that out. All right, let's get started. Messages for the collective. You have the Fool. In order to succeed, you must find new ways to bring about the achievement of your goals. So the Fool is Aries, Aquarius energy. On the bottom is the Star. The time of your renewal is approaching. By being brave enough to choose the riskier roads, you'll inspire those around you. So the Star is Aquarius energy. All right, let's get the graffiti cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for the collective. Have Get Your Freak On. You deserve to relax and unwind your way. Do you reclaim your power, let loose untamed desires? An afterthought. Hit you up when plan A ghosted them. Suddenly interested once no one else was. Not the first choice. And SA. Any non consensual S act or behavior. Being stripped of autonomy, safety, or identity. Okay, on the bottom is frenemies to friends. Letting go of competition or ego, sense of understanding, turning conflict into gold, building bridges. What this looks like to me is someone only comes, like, this could be like a dating situation or like a friends with benefits. Um, but to me, this feels like someone only comes around when they want sex. I mean, this could be this some kind of essay could have happened here. But to me, I feel like someone's feeling some type of way because it's like someone only comes around. They feel like an afterthought. It's like someone only comes around as like a last resort, and I think someone's getting tired of that. Someone's feeling used, like sexually used here. So let's get the what's the tea. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for the collective. Last chances. They lost their chance or you did. Child services. Kids at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect, abuse. And grudge holder. On the bottom is screenshots. Getting evidence, proof, facts. It's indicating like there's something darker going on here. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So the top row is going to be one energy. Let's say this is the first energy. Bottom row is going to be the other energy. We're going to call this the second energy. You'll, with this being a collective reading, you'll have to decide which side you're on. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the first person's energy. Tell you about the first person's energy. The Four of Cups, Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Cups, Temperance in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's indicating to me like one person is coming around. It's purely a sexual relationship for one person, but I feel like the other, it may have started off sexual, as only a sexual, like a casual sexual relationship, but someone is, emotions are getting involved for the other. So it seems like someone is continuing this because that's the only affection they can get from this person is the sexual part of it. But it's saying there's an imbalance here because someone isn't offering love. And there's no communication about starting a new, someone here is wanting more, and I don't think they're necessarily telling the other person that, and I don't think the other person has any intention of wanting a love relationship here. That may, I feel like that was clear in the beginning. Someone here's caught feelings though. Nine of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. No, we're not doing that. I need to get these cards. First person's energy. Compass, that's about the direction you're going in. It's indicating that someone's give up on something here in regards to an offer that may or may not be took. This seems like giving in to the situation, like allowing whatever to happen. Rider, that's a quick messenger. I feel like someone here is bothered by the fact that there is no words of love being spoken, or there's no emotion behind this relationship. And the whip, stress, anger, anxiety. I don't know if one person here was under one impression and the other was under another. But someone here is feeling very uncomfortable that they're only being used for sex and they want more. And it's like they're trying to wait on the other to provide them with some sort of emotional caring, and they're not receiving that. It seems like clear boundaries wasn't drawn in the beginning. Like either there was clear boundaries drawn and somebody said, yeah, I agree with this casual sexual relationship, and then they caught feelings, and then they're like, I want love from this person, why are they not giving it to me? So like things changed for one person. There's a lack of communication here. That is the issue. Either that, or communication is clear but someone is wanting something from the other that they know they're not going to get. So let's see the other person's energy, the second person's energy. Tell me about the second person's energy for the collective. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy. Seven of Swords. This person could be, this could be a third person. This person could already be in a relationship because it is indicating there's some sort of deception here coming from this energy. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Magician, Seven of Swords, the Star, Five of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. There's a lot of Aquarius energy showing up in this reading, so you could be an Aquarius or dealing with an Aquarius. If not, this is saying that someone is saying they're telling the truth when they're really not, or someone here is avoiding some sort of truth. This person is in a third party. I don't know if this person may or may not know. If they do know, then they know they're the third party. They know it's sexual, but they're wanting some kind. They've caught feelings. Is the problem here? If this person doesn't know that that they're a third party, then this person is like stringing the other along. Tell me about the second person's energy. Labyrinth, a lot of twists and turns, or a lot of people being involved. This person is selfish. They just want what they want. The sun is clarity. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this person knows or not. This energy up here knows that this person is, they're either married or they have another relationship. But this person is taking action to make sure that stays hidden. They don't want clarity that they're putting someone else in competition. Birds is wisdom. They're either, this is indicating that this person is saying they're telling some sort of truth when they're really being deceptive, or it's saying this person is trying to avoid some sort of truth. This person is hiding something from one or both. They're in a third party and they're hiding it from one or both of these people. I feel like this energy is the third party. And I feel like I feel like the reason they stay in this, even though they want more, they want the emotional part of it, is there's something here to do with this person's self-worth, self-esteem. There's always a deeper, when someone is seeking love in a situation like this, there's always something deeper to that. Either there could have been some sort of um, essay as a younger person that might cause someone to be like this, or it's usually stemmed from some sort of childhood trauma, some kind of childhood wounds where someone here is seeking love in an unhealthy situation. Okay, so the next section is how the first person views the situation. How does the first person view the situation? Ten of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords. And Strength in reverse. Leo energy. See, this is someone who knows they should move on from this. but they're keeping themselves in this position due to a lack of strength, courage, or confidence. To me, what the feeling is someone, this person is hungry for love. And it's like at this point, this is all they can get from this person. So they're willing to do that, even though it's really not love. Ten of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords, Strength in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. This person's finding out. See, this person is going to feel backstabbed or betrayed because they're finding out someone is pretending to be single when they're really not. So something they were moving forward with at first, they're not going to. So I don't think this person knew that they were in a third party. They want to tell the truth, but they don't have the confidence to do that. How the first person views the situation. A certain time, divine timing. I feel like this energy is taking advantage of this person's vulnerabilities. And their vulnerabilities is their past traumas. I don't think this energy here gives a shit at all about this person. They see them as an opportunity to get what they want. Scythe, yeah, cutting something or someone out. So I feel like this third party situation is going to be revealed to this person. And before they knew they were in a third party, they were willing to continue on with this because there was a hope for love. At least in this person's mind, there was a hope for love. But when they find out that this person is in a relationship, that ends. So they're going to cut this person out. And it's saying they want to bring this out in the open. I feel like this person wants to tell the truth to the person that this person is in a relationship with, but they're scared to do that. Yeah. The garden is about something being out in the open or a social gathering. So, how does the other person view the situation? How does the second person view the situation? Three of Swords. Nine of Cups. And Three of Cups. I'm telling you, all this person is worried about is their wish fulfillment. This Three of Cups is third party. I also think they were keeping this a secret because they didn't want the person they're in a relationship to find out. I think they have kids with this person. And they didn't want anything to happen. They could be married. Three of Swords, Nine of Cups, Three of Cups. Queen of Cups, yeah. Two of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. See, I think this person was trying to hide it from both parties. I think they of course they wanted to hide it from the person they were in a relationship with because they didn't want the relationship to end. But I think they were hiding it from this other energy because they didn't want them to tell the person they were in a relationship with, or they didn't want that to be a threat. But somehow this is getting revealed to this person, and they are cutting this person out and they do want to tell the other person this. They could be afraid. There could have been some sort of threats made here. Tell me how the second person views the situation. Child, new beginning, child or pregnancy. See, this is mother and child, and Three of Swords is a breakup. So this is talking about like the person this person is in a relationship with. And then the birds, family or gossip. Not wanting to see something in regards to a family in order to get wish fulfillment. Oh, and the dice is taking a risk or a leap of faith. See, this person feels like it's risky that this person knows the truth. I feel like this person has been threatened. If they tell the truth, then something will happen. So tell me about the outcome for the first energy. For whoever, if the first energy is watching, just know that you are worth more than this. You deserve more than this. You should People should not treat other people like this person is treating this one. And you don't have to settle for these icky, gross type of energies. Five of Swords. Two of Cups in reverse. See, this person saw this Page of Cups. This energy here saw this as some kind of relationship. I think the other is apologizing, but I think they're just trying to be nice. They're trying to be nice to keep the other from ratting them out. Five of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups. The Empress. Three of Swords. Three of Wands in reverse. It's showing up like a breakup. Let me get some more here. Tell me about the Empress, the Three of Swords, Three of Wands in reverse. This person is apologizing that they put the other in a third party. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil. Keep this a secret. I'm sorry that I kept this a secret. Tell me about the outcome for the first person's energy. Coffin and ending. Lilies is peace. This is definitely breaking. Someone here is breaking this off because it's a third party. And someone here is apologizing because they didn't tell someone they were putting them in a third party. But it's saying this person is wearing a mask, and they're wearing a mask because they're not really sorry. They're just playing the nice person so the other won't go running to the person they're with and tell them what's happening. Tell me about the outcome for the second person. Five of Pentacles in reverse. High Priestess, Pisces energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Devil's on the bottom. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles in reverse. The High Priestess. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. King of Cups in reverse. See, using emotional manipulation in order for the other person not to say something. That's what I was talking about up here. Is this person's trying to play the nice person. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this, but they're trying to play some kind of emotional manipulation to convince the other to not tell their person. And they could be trying to play some sort of pity party. This person here, it is grossing me out how much they're taking advantage of this other person, or how much they're using them, taking advantage of their vulnerability and their weakness. It is disgusting to me. The way it feels is gross. Tell me about the outcome for the second person's energy. The Fish, this is money and resources. See, this person is trying to convince the other. And the thing about it is the one up here is going along with this because they haven't healed themselves enough to say, you're a piece of shit, So this person is trying to say, I don't want to ruin things with my family. I don't want to have to do this. If I do this, then who gives a shit? You're the one that got yourself in this. Okay, reel it back in. The bouquet, yeah, giving or receiving. I think this person knows that they can convince this person to do whatever the hell it is they want them to do. And the clouds, this is darkness coming to light or a time of improvements after hardship. This person is practically begging the other to not rat them out. And if they can't do it nicely, they will make threats towards the other, or they even may have made threats in a nice way to make it sound less scary. Let's get the closing messages. Closing messages for the collective. Have I pushed you away because I do not want the responsibility? Yep. And on the bottom, I feel abandoned by you and it is triggering my childhood traumas. That's literally what I said. That's literally what I said in the beginning. This is this person's energy. I pushed you away because I do not want the responsibility. This person was wanting what they wanted without giving this person anything else, whether they wanted it or not. Believe you me, whoever this is up here, you deserve better. You deserve to treat yourself better. Stay away from people like this. So let's get the Sacred Rebels Oracle messages for the collective. You have number 27, receiving. And on the bottom is 35, conscious connections. Let's see what 27, receiving says. It says, you are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and be. In that moment, you can receive the love of the universe that is receiving you. It will nourish you with contentment and energy. You have not done this enough, so your soul is becoming parched and is drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It is time to bring something back in for you. To receive and be received, you are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. The healing process below will help you surrender any guilt or shame you feel for having needs in the first place. It will also help you overcome any struggle re- that you have receiving and accepting so that your needs can be met. Do you know how much joy the universe gains from being able to give to you? When you delight in what you receive, when you openly embrace a gift and are so happy with it, the universe is fully received by you. In this space, there is joyful communion between you and life. Energy flows more freely and magic happens. When you demur saying you cannot accept, that it is too great a gift, or that you are not worthy, you are impeding that flow. You are inhibiting the communion, the connection, the playful interaction between you and the universe. Enough with the false modesty and guilt. You are a radiant sun in human clothing. An exquisite life experience is your birthright. Enjoy it, soak it up, all of it, including the restoration of sacred rest. From that place of nourishment, you will more effortlessly create, live, and love with greater energy and thriving, pulsing passion. The earth rests each night so it can greet the sun again each morning with a spectacular, living art of sunrise. Allow yourself to switch off, step away, close the laptop, switch off the phone, and just be with yourself for a little while. You'll return and be more efficient and effective. Rest now, play now, and work later. Forget your worries for a while, switch off, do something else, let it all go, and it will all flow. All right, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.